Hey guys,
Welcome back to another episode of Pew Time with Tony.
and Jackie. I had to nudge him. I think he's falling asleep on me.
Forgot my lines. Sorry if I sound a little off. I feel like I'm losing my voice. There was a lot of yelling the other day for some reason. Not at Jackie.
This time. Ah.
Oh, oh man. All right, let's jump into gun news, which ironically isn't a gun.
Yeah, very funny. I was kind of excited when you told me that. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, it's very much not a joke.
Okay, go ahead
So,
and tell me.
MDT, the people responsible for precision rifles, more importantly, or more well known for like precision stocks and chassis, they have introduced the hand cannon slingshot.
A slingshot.
Yes,
How much is this
a
slingshot?
precision, hold on now, a precision machined slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at $100.
Okay.
It's rather good looking, right? And you can get a regular or an XL grip. You can also get an interface for the grip that allows you to put any AR grip along with a plethora of AR grips that they sell. I'm sure they made some specifically for this, but also their regular precision grips fit it. You can also put a mini pick rail section on the bottom, which when I watched the video, I'm like, what the hell would you do that for? Guys are putting lasers on there, magnets on there to hold spare ammo.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, why would you? Okay. So I'm watching the release footage. They make AR grips from rubber, wood, carbon fiber, and they sell two different types of ammo, clay and steel. And when I started seeing all these options, I treated it kind of like a car configurator on like a dealer's website. I'm like, how expensive can I make this? Like, it's $100 slingshot. I'm interested. And it quickly became a $329.92 slingshot.
Not your dollar store kid's toy.
No. Now, granted, that is because like it chose like a carbon fiber, like a legit carbon fiber grip. It was just there was a lot going on. It does have an integrated little peep style sight on one of the uprights, which I did learn isn't necessarily aiming per se. Apparently, that's not how you aim with a slingshot. It can help you, but it's more of if you can see completely through it, you know that you're level,
Okay.
which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they're talking about future add-ons like an arrow rest, like they showed in the video, like not a full whisker biscuit, but the one that has like the three sections to hold an arrow
Mm-hmm.
to use a sling arrow.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And through all of this, they were talking about how this is the competition for this, or the use in competition is great around the world. I didn't even know there were slingshot competitions.
I did not either.
Yeah. It's apparently a big thing. Like one of the guys they had on the video was like a 17-time national champion.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, from I'm confused. I did notice, at least from what I can remember, a majority of them were from, excuse me, were from England.
Oh, because they can't have
Yeah,
guns.
which is very sad.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Slingshot is your thing.
Yeah,
They're eventually going to outlaw slingshots.
sure. Especially when they see this assault slingshot that they've made. They're also going to incorporate files for their like grip integration and stuff. Uh, and release the file for the creators and 3D printers of the world to make their own grips, their own like I don't it's not a gun. I don't know the parts of it, but
Mhm.
it's like the bottoms of where the uprights turn and go up. Like you can put
The
like
wishbone part.
yeah, it's like you can put like a different like palm swell, I guess would be their version of it.
Very cool.
So it like molds to your hand and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I thought it was pretty cool looking. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want one. But that's also because I have weapons from,
All eras and
yeah,
all parts of the world.
it's just something I enjoy, and I think that's pretty cool. So I kind of want it. Maybe stick with the $100 version.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
Build it up, and as it's something that you can like get the base model for, and then just buy
Oh yeah.
add-ons down the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's fun to buy things that way, right? We do that with all of our guns, buy something inexpensive pre-owned, and then spend 3 times that on the add-ons.
Yeah.
It happens. So this is a new gun.
Yes.
This is the IWI Mafteah, which is means the key of Solomon, which opens any door, which means it opens any door. That's what the key of Solomon does. So clever name because the breacher on the front.
Do you know what that was called?
What?
When they originally mounted a shotgun underneath a rifle,
No.
they called it the master key.
Oh, clever.
So now the name makes even more sense.
It does. This is made by IWI. It MSRPs for $1,000. It is a 14-inch smooth bore. It's essentially a shockwave style, right? It's a short pistol grip firearm.
Yeah.
5 rounds. It is a semi-auto. It has a recoil operated.
Awesome. Because we haven't seen a semi-auto since the TAC 14. Or no, TAC 13.
Mm-hmm.
And those are unobtainium. Like, they were there for like a year. I think I sold a total of 3 because that's all I could find.
Which we'll dabble more into the others and like it next.
Yeah.
Um, it has a tapped receiver for the MOS optic or the 1913 rail.
Which I found really weird. Like,
You are never gonna shoot it from face level to see through a
no,
red dot,
you could shoot it at face level, but are they now this is off their website. It says MOS optics.
right? MOS is a Glock specific,
Are they talking about like you actually put the Glock cut on your receiver?
right?
Or are you just talking like, hey, it's for a K footprint? Like, I'm very
Yeah,
confused at
because
that.
they specifically say MOS. I
Right.
was confused as well.
Yeah, that's
So yes, it's optic cut with or without a plate system, direct mount for MOS model red dots like the SCS. We don't know,
yeah,
but they market it as an MOS cut.
yeah. That's very weird.
M-lock handguard slots, reversible charging handle.
That's
This is
interesting.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
very.
I This one says recoil operated, so I'm assuming it's inertia driven.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
That's what it looks like.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting for this because I know the TAC 13 was gas driven.
Mm-hmm. And this will be closer to like the Benelli operation.
Yeah, which means it's gonna kick harder.
Yeah. For a gun like that, they already kick like a monster anyways.
Yeah.
But we were talking about other things that have existed, like the TAC 13. The Mossberg 990 has been out for, I would say, roughly 6 months. I want to say it came out in the spring. And I have seen exactly one,
I didn't even know they existed.
which is my fault because I knew about it and didn't bring it to you guys. The 990 is Mossberg's semi shockwave. It's called the Aftershock. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I
Uh,
dig it.
the availability, I mean, I've had guys waiting since they made their release for them to be available in stock for order. I've seen only one come through the store and it was on transfer. So someone got lucky, found one online, and had it sent to the shop that I work at. I've seen one.
Hmm. So for those of you that don't know, because I also just learned this, 12 gauge, 3-inch chamber, 5+1 capacity, and you can get this in a 14 3/4 barrel or 18 1/2. And they've redesigned what used to be called their Raptor grip, is now the Aftershock grip. And what's what? Excuse me. what's funny is the aftershock grip closely resembles more of what the old school, uh, when we used to have to follow overall length and length of pull, um, before shockwaves became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The way this handle looks is exactly how we used to cut handles down. It's very chunky at the back,
To give it the length you needed
blocky.
for the minimum overall
That's
length.
what we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Raptor handle came out, and they're like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever. It doesn't look as goofy." Well, apparently it wasn't that goofy because we're back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Strapped forend like Mossberg's been doing for a while. On that little aftershock grip, they finally put a QD mount for a sling.
Nice.
Very cool. Crimson Trace has already made a laser saddle for it. Mag extension with M-Lock. Uh, Super big safety, kind of like what we have on R590. And all the controls look pretty big. Like the bolt release, the bolt handle. They all look pretty chunky, and actually the loading port looks pretty open as well. This looks like a good shotgun.
It doesn't look as chunky as the IWI at the fore end either. Like it looks a little bit more streamlined.
Yeah, but that's because that IWI, I think what's cool about that gun is they kept the ribbed barrel, which on a shotgun to me looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The Mossbergs don't have that. They just have a regular, like, slug style barrel, but I'm sure it's a smooth bore. I doubt this thing takes chokes.
I'm like 90%
Yeah.
sure it's gonna be a smooth bore.
MSRP on these things is like 1120.
So the IWI is still up in that close range,
Yeah.
$1,000.
Be interesting to get. We should get one of each. All I'm saying.
Yeah, we definitely
You know,
should.
I love shotguns, and even more lately, I've been messing with shotguns more. This would be fun.
It'd be fun for me a few times.
Yeah.
That's it. But you'd have fun.
But any of the guys that do CQB and police, that's probably why you don't see them. If I'm honest, I'm sure there's a lot of teams that are like, "Oh, we get a new breaching shotgun." Like, they're very excited.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, if it's gonna be an asshole, why not make it semi-auto? Next up is
What everyone blew up about, we already released a video on it, and that is the Glock Gen 6.
yep. They have several models ready. Um,
17, 19, 45, and 49 is what their release papers say. Now, at release, everyone's saying it's only going to be the 17 and the 19 with a 45 to follow.
yeah.
But what they're not telling you, if you guys noticed, one of the newer models is missing from that release, and that's the 47,
Mm-hmm.
because the 17 is now identifying as, or no, the 47 is now identifying as 17.
Right. As they have not had a 17 MOS in a very long time on their line. The only way to get a 17 MOS was essentially just to get a 47 MOS. So departments with requirement papers, very confusing for them. Like very, very confusing for departments with requirement papers.
Huh.
I got to carry a 19 or a 17. This is the 19, this is a 47. No, it has to be a 17. Well, but I need a red dot. This is all you got.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Just that little half inch of the dust cover. That's the only difference. So now, no more 17 as we used to know it, with the full length dust cover going the whole barrel length. It ends at the 19 mark.
Correct. Which is smart on them, right? Like they're coming around, they're streamlining, figuring out what people like, and realized, hey, we don't have to make two different frame sizes for our full size guns.
Right.
Just one.
Exactly. Which is really nice because you know, essentially you could have like the Glock 45, you can have the Glock 17/47 is it's one and the same now.
Yeah, well, those four models interchange with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have, if you have a new 17 and a 19, you technically have all four models.
Yep,
Just swap the slides.
exactly.
Now, I mean, I'll run through it real quick. You can also go over to our YouTube channel. I mean, it's just laugh and load on there. And I do a full breakdown of all the changes. They've redesigned the slide serrations. They're a little bit different angle, deeper cut. The back plate and everything is the same as the Model Vs or the V thing that they came out with.
The unswitchable Glocks.
Unswitchable switchables. Um, they now incorporated gas pedals just behind the rail, just before the takedown lever. They do look quite aggressive. Speaking of aggressive, they have a new grip texture,
Mm-hmm. The RTF6.
which I cannot wait to actually feel it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a little throwback to over a decade ago when they came out with the RTF2 texture.
Which was so good.
It was.
It was so good, but that texture was not built to last. Most of you guys know our friend Rob from Rare Breed Defense. He that was his first handgun, and or one of his first handguns, and that thing is as smooth as a Gen 1 now.
Wow. So they're
This is
basically
before they
like
stippled
tiny
them.
little pin prickles. And they're very, very tiny
Yeah, think of like
little
micro
bumps.
dots, but reverse, so you can actually feel the indentate. Like,
Mm-hmm. So this is a blend between the RTF2 and the Gen 4, Gen 5 squared texture.
I hope it has bite,
As do I. The beaver tail is what I'm excited about for you,
as am I.
right? So they do extend the beaver tail. They did also, it looks like a mild grip reduction at the back, at the top for closer trigger access. We were watching Tino's release on it. She shoots for Team Glock, and she was talking about small hands and that she really appreciates, you know, closer trigger access with the back taken down. So I know it's not just an optical illusion when I saw the picture and assumed that's what they did, that they did actually do a grip reduction at the top of the back strap, which is really nice. From the looks of the back strap, they do have the same lines that follow vertically. So I do think that they're going to have additional back straps available, like how the 4s and 5s you can interchange and add them on
They have them.
to make them thicker.
They come with two.
Okay. Medium and a large, I'm assuming,
Yeah,
like the last line.
just sans the beaver tail because now it's part of the frame.
They did also make the slide serrations angled deeper into the slide.
Are you not listening? This is the
Only
first thing
half.
I said.
Well, you're not going in order. You're skipping around sometimes.
I went from top to bottom like I did in the video.
So then I get to talk about the optic plate.
Go to the next thing, yes.
So you didn't go top to bottom because the optic plate is the top. Lord Almighty. This plate system is, I'm hoping, very smartly designed. It gives people what they want, which is direct mount, right? Your screws go straight through your optic and directly into the gun, no plate in the middle between the screws and the gun. What would you say it's shaped like? It's kind of like a V shape.
no, like a
Instead of a rectangle, it's like a V shape. So only the front is a plate, and that would be to give you different hub sizes, different boss sizes at the front of the plate, but the back of the plate is not a plate anymore. It tapers down so that you can direct mount into the gun.
well, it tapers around the mounting screws, but that plastic adapter goes all the way. It's like an hourglass shape. If you're looking down on it, it goes the whole way. And I don't remember whose video I was watching, but they described it as it acting more like a crush washer,
Mm-hmm.
biting into like the mounting slots and then having the recoil bosses for different optics.
Mm-hmm.
So
So, I mean, it looks like it's solving everything that everybody's been complaining that they want to direct mount to a Glock without buying a SCS MOS or
yeah,
an MOS specific red dot. So,
the grip also, you didn't talk about that, or I missed it. Does have palm swells,
and
slight palm swells,
and does have an undercut under the trigger guard.
massive undercut. That's
Big undercut. Huge undercut.
flat face trigger, same trigger setup as the V's, so you're not getting the performance trigger out of the box. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of people wanted that.
There was a lot of speculation. A lot of people were assuming that's what they were doing.
Right. Oh, and the price, well, that's the same as the Gen 5. So good on them. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, price hasn't gone up. And same normal stuff you get with your kit, you know, you get your plates, your brush, your rod, 3 total magazines, your little magazine loader as they call it, which is a glorified thumb saver.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the Gen 6 features. That's what we've been waiting all this time for. Uh Ironically, it is not what anyone thought it was going to be based on all those leaked photos from the Reddit thread on, you know, the patent application images that everyone saw, well, close to a year ago now, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So, not what we all thought.
Ah!
What are you doing, you absolute rookie?
I had to get notes for something.
He clicked a reel.
Well, that's because my notes are on Instagram.
Kebab. So, and that is, I would say, I would love to say that's all for shooting sports because that's all I have in my notes, but apparently you have
Not
something
even on
else.
shooting sports.
Or I'm reading down into the next
Yeah,
category.
yeah, good luck.
That's all we have for gun news, unless you have something else.
I do.
Okay. And you found your notes?
I did. Go me. So, JJFU, which doesn't stand for just Jackie Fuck You.
Jesus.
For those of you that don't know,
Jesse James Firearms.
Unlimited, which is, yes, that Jesse James. He has decided to jump into the double stack game, but he is not making a 2011. I'll try and explain it the best I can. These are the only specs I've found on it. I don't know the price. I can just tell you uh, it's Jesse James gun, so it's going to be fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It is a one-piece 416 billet stainless frame and grip combo. So much like the Platypus is all one, Rock Islands are all one.
Para.
Right. 416 stainless slide with ultra low, and he should also say ultra wide, Trijicon SRO optic mount. Kind of how Stealth Arms and Infinity flare out to give a platform for a direct mount.
Mm-hmm.
All titanium JJFU components, triggered trapdoor, magwell, and base pads. This, you go ahead and tell them what that was.
uh
One of the cats was doing something they shouldn't be, so I threw a mag pouch at him.
just scared the crap out of him. I was watching him, I'm like, how far is he gonna get before Tony realizes that he's rooting around in his stuff?
This is where I'm not sure if Jesse James is. I don't know if he's going to shoot himself in the foot. This gun takes a proprietary JJFU magazine
Hmm. How much are those?
featuring a compact isosceles round stack. That's from his post on Instagram. Okay. 20 rounds of 9mm, but does not look like a crazy extended one, and 16 rounds of 10mm.
Huh.
JJFU patented maximum purchase grip system. Again, I'm kind of relaying this information because I have no fucking clue what that means.
Right.
Uh, he is claiming it is 0.125 inches thinner than a standard single stack.
What?
Now, in the pictures he was showing, he was taking the measurements of a single stack with like traditional GI style wood grips,
Mm-hmm.
taking that as the measurement.
And this is thinner.
Thinner than a 1911 with grips.
With a 20 round capacity.
Right.
Huh.
So I'm assuming the magazine, and by the way, of course, the magazine is completely jeweled.
Oh,
So,
that's beautiful.
yeah, because it's Jesse James.
Right. Gots to be fancy.
Right. So I'm assuming it's going to be more along the lines of kind of how Staccato did like their CS mag and like the 365, where it's kind of like not technically double stack, like stack and a half
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And apparently an optional compensated GMX Open variant is coming. Mostly for his wife.
So.
For those of you that don't know, Jesse James is married to Bonnie Rotten.
So we're assuming what gas pedals and comps and rackers and
Who knows?
Okay.
But it's a cool looking gun. The titanium bits are dope. Nothing more like, oh, I'm going to make this because I can.
Right. I can't imagine the price tag on all of
No,
that.
no, hell no. All right, now we're done with gun news.
I see.
So now we can do shooting sports, if there was any.
There is one-ish shooting sport, but it more so ties into our weekend shooting.
Okay, what's that?
Didn't you shoot a match?
I fucking hate you. I kind of shot a match.
You did. You paid, you drove, you showed up.
And I shot 1 3/4 stages because I DQ'd.
You still shot a match.
Kind of.
Your
Not a whole
name, your
match.
name's on practice score.
It is. It's all the way at the bottom because I was the only person to DQ. All right. So this is what happened. So I haven't really been training all that much. Hardly any, if I'm honest.
Let's go back to the beginning and what you told me the reason was, whose fault it was.
Oh, yeah, this is totally your fault.
I was not at the match, you guys.
Your gun was. I was using Jackie's Pink Platypus, the Rizzo.
Rizzo is her name. The Queen of the Pink Ladies.
Yes. But here's what happened. Man, tell me I need to go practice without telling me I need to go practice. That's what this was. It was a real tight shot. It was 2 tight shots back to back, 2 positions. One had a double stack, and then you had a single target. So you were shooting you were really trying to shoot fast. And I think I just outran my headlights because I was planning my reload to head into the last position, which is where I was going. That's where I DQ'd. And I shot that target pretty aggressively on the move. And I'm almost positive after I watched the video, this is what happened. I was stuck in my stage plan going back for a reload, bringing the gun down to reload. But in my head at the moment, I saw, hey, you should take a makeup shot because that looks like an Alpha Mike or an Alpha Delta. I didn't see the other shot right away. So as I pulled the gun back, I'm thinking what happened with me is I brought it down for a reload. Like, one half of my brain is like, hey, dude, reload. The other half is like, hey, dude, makeup. And I think they just smashed together and I fucked up.
Downrange.
Oh, yeah, it was downright. I mean, no one got hurt.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
My feelings got hurt, but no one physically got hurt.
And you hung with the guys and helped Ardo the rest of the day and went out and had like the worst sandwich you've ever eaten in your life.
Yeah, it was not good. What a shitty end.
Yeah.
The cigar was good, but the sandwich was not
Yeah.
good. Also, hey, just a PSA. I was squatted with a dude that he got a piece of shrapnel. I was ROing him, and he got kind of just a flake or a. That's the only way I can describe it. It was like a flake of lead from just like a backsplash of something, and it got around his safety glasses and landed on his eye. So it didn't. I don't think it like penetrated his eye because he could still see. But picture the plane in which your eyelid opens and closes. It had to have been on that plane. And I'm bringing this up because one, props to the dude. He was completely safe, kept the muzzle down range, and when he felt something was still wrong, he unloaded and showed cleared and holstered right away. As I'm walking up and I see it, like you can see it in his eye. He starts, and this is the PSA. When something like this happens, guys, don't go digging in your eye. One of two things. One, you may end up pushing it into your eye. And two, your hands are fucking filthy. We're on a range, indoor range at that. Your lead's all in your hands. Like, don't do it.
Right.
Put your face down, like look down towards the ground and blink quickly. Let your eyes start to water, and hopefully it'll fall out. And then obviously go to an eye wash station if you need to flush and flush. But try and remain calm and not put your fingers in your eye.
That was that would be scary.
Yeah, and the guy has every right to freak out. I can't even imagine how that felt.
Mm.
Like you've had metal shrapnel in your eye.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No.
But just one of those things. Like guys, remain calm in situations like that. Like he did really good with the gun part, but as soon as the gun was away, I don't know if his like adrenaline started ramping up or the pain was getting there, but then he started making some not smart decisions.
Well, at least you were there to remind him, keep your finger out of your eye and told him what to do.
Right.
And it did fall out.
Yeah. It fell out right away. I mean, I wasn't gonna be a dick. I gave him a reshoot on the stage because it happened on like the first target,
Mm-hmm.
and he was super safe. So I was like, "Yeah, dude, you can reshoot. Like that's fine. Reshoot that. It's a local match. It ain't that big of a deal."
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he was fine after that. A little puffy, little redness, but he
Mm-hmm.
said he could see just fine. And
That's really good.
yeah,
Don't dig in your eyes.
no. You had some hunting uh
Prep.
enlightenment, uh, relief.
Yes.
I'm trying to find. I think those are the best words for it
So
because we discussed it before.
we did. We talked about it last week. My puffy warm clothes that kept me super, super warm and allowed me to go and frolic out in the snow,
Right.
run downrange to my targets, and just have a great time in the snow and not be freezing to death. Uh, the problem with the puffy clothes was my shots were off by about 2.5 feet at 20 yards, which is substantial.
Yeah. We determined definitely something was contacting the bowstring.
Yeah. Unsure of where. You had a good idea as to where. I haven't been shooting my bow long enough to understand like where the strings are or paying attention, right? Because they're not touching my body when I'm wearing, a t-shirt and jeans.
Right.
So it's not like a contact point on your face where you feel and know the string is touching you for an anchor. It's so I couldn't tell where it was touching me. Um, this was such a fun project to find out what the problem was and what the solution could probably be. It was the most fun, science experiment with like trials and errors.
So
There weren't a lot of errors.
I,
You
uh,
hit the nail on the head.
well, I
You
classified it as stupid at first. My idea.
It was very smart. It was a
Well,
very, very smart
it only
idea.
became smart because it worked.
He wrapped me in like I went out wearing all of my hunting gear, my warm weather stuff, and he wrapped me and my upper part of my torso and my shoulder across my shoulders and chest with Saran wrap to pull my clothes close to my body to see if there was a contact point that was still being affected while my clothes were being compressed. So I came home. It worked.
Well, it was instant. Like you shot it a few times to confirm. Like, yep, still shooting 2 feet to the left. Wrapped you in Saran wrap, and then honestly, you shot probably the best you've shot ever.
Mm-hmm.
And you were shooting 20, 25, 30 yards perfectly.
Yeah.
Luckily, the fix is we're not going to Saran wrap you every time we go out hunting.
Because I look like leftovers.
Right. Is the area that is contacting you can be covered up by a chest protector.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just have to wear that on the outside of your winter cold weather gear.
Mm-hmm.
But
It should be
easy
here
fix.
Friday. I've already ordered it.
Yes, ordered it as soon as we got home.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited.
So that means we'll be doing another hunting trip soon.
Yep, now that I have toasty stuff and the toasty stuff isn't interfering with the bow anymore.
Right.
Although we do obviously have to trial out to make sure that the chest guard covers everything the saran wrap did, and that, yeah, I'm still gonna go out and try and get at least one more range session in before hunting to
Yeah.
make sure, or at home, I can draw my bow, fully geared up
Yeah, but it'll
just to
be.
make sure there's no string contact.
Yeah, we'll still go to the range.
Yes. Any reason to go to the range for either one of us for any sport.
Oh, yeah, I'm very happy. You're very elated. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, and what a huge, huge difference. So we usually go and, Mondays are my day off, so we go to the range. Last Monday was the day I found out there's a problem, and this Monday was the day that we found the solution to the problem. You found the solution to the problem. And what a huge, huge difference in mood from one Monday to the next.
Yeah,
That was a very good idea. I'm so, so happy that you decided to try the saran wrap. Much, much better than, buying a bunch of things online and trialing out a bunch of different things. The saran wrap was a very quick, instant, this is the problem, this is the solution
for science, bro.
for science.
Then I also surprised us. Well, I surprised her. Uh, and I dug out some guns that we won a decade ago.
It's been 15 years.
Okay, decade and a half.
Yeah.
So Jackie and I won when we were working a Safari Club International dinner. We entered a table raffle where everyone at the table would throw in $20, and you would be entered to each win a Henry Golden Boy 22.
Right. Big banquet table. Each table had 8 people, and there were 8 golden boys up on the wall. So the whole table would win together.
Yep, we won,
We did.
and we picked it, and because we were working it, we were allowed to choose which ones because we were doing the paperwork on everything, and we were the FFL to handle it. So we decided to go through, and sure enough, we were able to get consecutive serial number Golden Boys.
Yep.
And I'm ashamed to say this, but you got to understand, we're both in the industry. I don't really have a need to shoot a 22 lever action a lot. They've kind of just been in the box
Yeah.
since then.
With the original tags from 2010.
Yeah. So I dug them out because obviously Jackie has gotten into hunting and I've gotten into more hunting, and I've kind of just been looking for an excuse to go back out into the woods. And I have an interest, and I assume you do, of trying uh, different types of animal meat.
Yes.
One of those being squirrel.
Yep.
I've never had squirrel before,
I've never had squirrel before.
and I hear good things. My brother's had it, my mother's had it. I've never had it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested. And at the rate I'm going, we've been pretty good in the field. I would say 90% of the time you go in the field with me, we see deer. Usually not within shooting range, but we see deer. And 100% of the time that I go out, I see squirrels.
100%.
So it's another reason to get get out into nature and potentially try some different type of food.
Mm-hmm. Squirrel season actually in Illinois opens mid-August, which is a month and a half before deer season opens. So we do now have a summer hunting, it's not like
Summer-ish.
so it's
Yeah.
August is very hot in
Yeah.
Illinois.
But then it also goes all the way until February.
Mm-hmm. It's a very long season.
It's one of the few hunting things that I can do after SHOT Show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything else is over. The week SHOT Show starts is the end of the late season for deer. So yeah, I think it'll be very exciting. I was really excited when you said, "How would you feel about this squirrel endeavor being done with a lever action?"
Yeah, she was more excited than I thought, that's for sure.
Yeah, and when you dug those out, it just like brought like a little tear to my eye, kind of like a little, bringing us back to. I mean, we had been engaged for about 2 weeks when we went to that dinner,
Yeah. No.
so it was very very fresh in the relationship. Just
And
brought
she's
it
still
back.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, it made me feel really good to see those out of the box and not just, oh, do you want to just for no reason just take them and go shoot at the range? Like they have a purpose now.
Hmm.
A decade and a half later, they have a purpose in life. But we're gonna probably do things the Tony way and upgrade the hell out of everything.
Possibly.
And
I
keep
guess you have to stay tuned.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully you're still here. Jackie lasted with me this long. Hopefully you guys are still here. Uh, that's going to be it for the show. You guys know what to do. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, pewtimepodcast@gmail.com, at Laugh and Load on everything. Reach out to us. We do have a couple topics coming up for the podcast that people have sent in that I'm very excited to talk about. And we'll do that on a future show. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.